Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home of the New Mexico State Aggies, and we have a showdown coming up in the land of enchantment. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Fires to the big fella. Quick step and go. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Pirates pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. making adjustments. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
And, man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score. They get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Carolina sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure coming. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job at ball security.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got his man quickly. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
The Aggies have this offense rolling. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And runs through another guy. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Osborne. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Grab near the sticks, it's Vaughn. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Go bullet on the read. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to pound their way in. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people are probably thinking, this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
Turning it on. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Makes the grab over the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Back to pass, it's Osborne. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Fisher. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll run for it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's a missed opportunity for the defense. An opportunity on 4th down to get off the field, see some of this momentum, give it back to your offense. They just could not bring him down before the sticks.
New Mexico State has it 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Carolina sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick but you still have to attack through the air. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Pirates will have it 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, ECU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
New Mexico State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Looking for room at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, Corey right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. So now it's 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's the handoff. got the first down and more. He's up to 107 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Quick strike complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Pirates moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Pirates. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Number 25.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Sails one into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
He's got it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Pirates will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mexico State offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this is why it's so important, David, to get the run game going, because it sets up play action and gives them an opportunity to take these types of shots down the field.
And it's just so hard because as a defensive lineman, when you give the play action, I'm thinking run, I'm playing run.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Made a defender miss. He's loose. 10. Touchdown, Aggie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 13 over Arizona. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it from the gun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Hand off from the shotgun. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get it through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And after that incompletion at this juncture of the game, a field goal here would be nice on 4th down, obviously, but do you trust your defense to keep getting stops? If you don't, then you've got to go for it here on 4th and short.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
What a big play in the fourth quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback making the pass, getting the first down.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that was a big play. They say games come down to just a handful of plays, and with a chance to tie the game here in the fourth quarter, they missed the opportunity, clanking that one off the post.
Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it. They're trying to go for the fumble, but they got to do a better job executing.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Got enough for the first down. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This defense forcing them to throw into tight windows. They need another stop on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Osborne. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He wants a big play here late. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
What a play call, a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the score. And he hauls it in the end zone for the touchdown. All tied up, and now the kicker can win it.
And with that touchdown, they've tied the game. All you got to do now is kick the extra point. You need to do a great job on special teams covering, and your defense just has to hold on because there are only a few ticks left on the game clock.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point. Now to see if they can hang on. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Pirates in the hurry-up. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, East Carolina.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, New Mexico State.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. It's good. A powerful kick. Never a doubt for the game. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.